Can I build a fish tank for free? Well, I've already done it. But before I show you that, let's first take a look at how we got here.
What have you done now?
I bought this, and it's very heavy, so I'm gonna need your help. If you can stop filming for a second.
That looks very big, love.
Okay, I thought it was 39 centimeters, it was 39 inches. So.
Alright then.
Very important that you check for leaks. So what we did is put down a piece of cardboard to make it easier to see. We filled it up with water and left it overnight. Thankfully, we were in the clear. I've come here to Dairy Khan, my local forest and river. I forgot my lav mark. Oh, let's make a magical sequence in the forest. Yeah, in the rush, I forgot it. But there's a river with, I think, everything that we need to get this done. So, we got to track through the mud. I don't know who thought the middle of winter is a great time to do this, but the sun is shining. So we're going to do it. We're here. Let's do it. I set myself this challenge because even if you're broke, you deserve something nice. And I wanted a nice fish tank for free. If you saw my previous video, tagged up at the top there, I've got a laundry list of things that I need to collect, which is 3 different types of sand, stones, big rocks, and maybe some wood, and then some plants as well. Obviously plants from the water. Ordinary plants I don't think would grow very well, but the problem I think is not the sand, it's going to be the rocks. Like if I get small rocks but they're sharp, I think that's going to be a problem. But I am going to try my best. I can guarantee the water is going to be negative degrees Celsius, but I have to put my hands in. This is what we do for YouTube. This is how we make the money. Not me, of course, but normal people, other YouTubers. So the issue that I'm seeing here is that the water is clearly very flooded. Like usually the water level's all the way down there, but they're like the stones that I need. Obviously, have a look, are right here. So maybe I'll dig around. Maybe I'll go a bit further in, see if there's something else I can find. You know what would really help is like an aerial view. Oh, I got you. Thanks for that. Didn't help, did it? But it looked nice. Okay, cool. So let's get to work. Let's get the bucket. Boom! Jump scare. My main goal for the year is to be invited to a Sidemen hide and seek video. And if I do win, I'm going to guarantee... When I do win, I'm going to guarantee that I will give half the money away to a subscriber. Please subscribe. I do want to say, if I just turn you around real quick, there's some more stones. This is like what I was thinking of. So if we look here, like these feel like the right kind of stones, but look how sharp they are. And I think a bunch of these would be nice, but maybe I need to look for like the ones that aren't sharp. That might be the best option. Let's get my trusty bucket. Was this gonna have? This was gonna have sand in. It'd be so much easier to just pay to just buy sand. But anyway, packet. No, not that kind. This is for sand. These stones are actually really nice. Like if you look, like when they dry, they got like a nice clear color, which I know is not It's not exactly what we want, but because they'll be in the water the whole time. But I think with like clean water, that's a nice color. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this was supposed to be my saving grace. This here has tons of tiny little rocks, which I'm probably gonna have to go and get wet to get. But this is where I was gonna get the rocks from, and the sand. So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful scene. I might just chill out for a bit. But yeah, unfortunately, I've made this decision, and now I have to live with it. My dad often used to say, you must lay in your bed the way you made it, which I didn't understand until now. Cool. Let's get wet, I suppose. It's actually very nice sand. It's sand and gravel, but it's like really nice. So yeah, I actually don't mind. I have successfully got myself one ton of sand, fine sand, and I've got two kinds of rocks. So fine rocks as well as the larger rocks which we saw earlier. I need to look for like big piece rocks, like just decorative. Let's look for some big rocks, maybe some wood, something like that, some driftwood. Beautiful thing about nature, some beautiful rocks. Just need to keep your eyes open and you can find anything you're looking for. Oh, look at those. That was a long walk. That was a heavy bucket. I do not recommend doing that, guys. I know we're building this for free, but if you can drive your car close, or if you can find around your house, or do multiple trips. Anyway, I did find some driftwood that came with some free moss, so that's good. But I just had to carry that back. I think it's about a K from where I was to my car, because you can't go past here. Oh, I had to take multiple breaks and stop. But let's go back and scape the tank. Well, actually, first you have to wash the stones and the rocks that you've collected. You would hate to carry some random parasite or snails into your tank. So what I want is a Fibonacci spiral, edit that in, where here we have most of the weights leading off this way, and this kind of area will be empty. So we'll start with rocks and stuff here, and then plants, we'll try and keep them to this side. Try and get all the sticks out. Those are just going to cause problems. The soil, because I took it from the river. That's pretty decent. Nice. But the sand hopefully is going to be at least an inch across the bottom, and then obviously going over. So this will be a lot higher. It will give the rocks that we have some more height, because they're not the biggest of rocks that we could find. In the future, if I want to change it, I can change it. Okay, so we put the sand in and the first layer of rocks, which as you can see is quite decent. So at the moment, it's all very rough, but it will smooth it out once the water's on and once we have plants in. I think the height is pretty decent. It gives the plants ages to grow, which is nice. The rocks underneath are full of the nutrients that the plants need, and this should stop all the dirt from those gravel going into the water. Next is obviously to add the rocks. We're still looking for the Fibonacci spiral, so we're going to put most of the weight on this side. As I said, there's a big branch that will go across, and we'll put some stones that side. push it in so it looks a bit more natural. Yeah. I think like that. Oh, it's actually hard work. It's actually a bit hard. So with plants, I think it will look very nice. With plants. Like if this was just complete bush over here. All I know is I collected too many rocks, man. Let's get one under here. Just to close up that gap. Okay, so I think that is the rocks done. So you can see a little better look here. I try to just scatter a few, but obviously there's some underneath there which are important for holding up the big stick. There's some at the bottom there scattered across, which is what we're trying to do. The sand is a bit of a mess, but once it has water in, I think it will settle a bit. And now if you take obviously a wider look, and then we just need to add some plants, obviously. And I think the plants will add that sort of image. And then hopefully the fish enjoy it. And we got some free moss as well on the stick. Hopefully that moss survives. I don't think it will. But if it does, what will be nice is if the whole thing, like just moss grows over the whole thing, that would be pretty sick. As if the ending was so near, I decided to fill the tank to see if anything would sink or float, and to clean off some of the sand and the dirt from the rocks. This way it would be a lot cleaner when I add the plants. There's a lot of dirt floating around, which, I mean, it goes to say I'm going to probably have to do a couple of water changes, and maybe I can just scoop it off the top once it's done. The one thing I didn't think about, now that it's getting up to here, is if this piece floats, I found it sunk at the bottom, but if it floats, I've got nothing to keep it down. The same goes for the other one. So we'll tackle that when we get there. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up here. Well, funny enough, wood actually floats. The next episode will be out soon.